Suddenly, Robert Sanchez has become so good. But to understand how he got here, we need to go back to where it all started.
It's the only time I've been here, obviously, 10 years ago, so it changed a lot. But now, impressions, amazing training ground, facilities, and obviously.
In the summer of 2023, Chelsea signed Robert Sanchez from Brighton and Hove Albion. At the time of that signing, Sanchez had already fallen out with Roberto De Zerbi, the Brighton manager then. He had also dropped down the pecking order, becoming Brighton's third-choice goalkeeper behind Jason Steele and Bart Verbruggen. So when Chelsea brought him in, many fans weren't exactly happy with the signing. They wanted a proven, world-class goalkeeper, someone like Thibaut Courtois or another big name. Instead, they got a player who had just been benched at Brighton. The fee was around £25 million, which seems steep for a goalkeeper who couldn't even secure regular minutes at his previous club. Social media erupted with criticism, and many questioned whether this was yet another example of Chelsea's scattergun transfer approach under their new ownership. But fast forward to now, Sanchez has transformed himself completely. He's confident, composed, and performing at a top level. The same keeper who was being mocked and criticized has become one of the most reliable players in Chelsea's squad. Robert Sanchez's first season full of chaos and mistakes. In Robert Sanchez's first season at Chelsea, under Mauricio Pochettino, things didn't go smoothly at all. He was so erratic, especially when trying to play out from the back. Now, we all know that in modern football, goalkeepers are expected to build play from the back. Think of Ederson at Manchester City. Alisson at Liverpool. Or David Raya at Arsenal. All of them following in the footsteps of Manuel Neuer, the German legend who revolutionized the sweeper-keeper role. Pochettino's system demanded a goalkeeper who could act as an 11th outfield player, someone comfortable receiving the ball under pressure and finding the right pass to break opposition pressing lines. But during that time, Sanchez really struggled with it. His passing was poor, his distribution was off, and he even looked shaky when saving simple shots. Worse still, his mistakes directly led to goals. The problem wasn't just technical. It was psychological. You could see the nervousness in his body language whenever the ball came back to him. His first touch would be heavy, his decision-making rushed, and defenders became hesitant to pass back to him because they weren't confident he could handle the pressure. No Chelsea fan can forget that infamous Chelsea versus Arsenal game at Stamford Bridge. It ended 2-2. Chelsea were leading 2-0 until Sanchez played a careless pass straight to Declan Rice, who punished them by scoring into an open net. That moment summed up everything wrong with Sanchez's game at that point. It wasn't a difficult pass, just a simple clearance under moderate pressure, but he completely misjudged it, gifting Arsenal a lifeline they fully capitalized on. And then there was the Brentford match, the one that ended 2-0. In the dying moments, Sanchez charged forward trying to join the attack, only for Brian Mbeumo to sprint away with the ball while Sanchez chased helplessly from behind. It was one of those cover-your-eyes moments for Chelsea fans. Television cameras caught him desperately trying to recover, arms pumping, but he was never going to catch Mbeumo. That image became a symbol of his disastrous first season. There were many similar instances: misplaced passes, poor decisions, and costly errors. Eventually, midway through the season, Sanchez was dropped. His replacement was Georgi Petrovic, a goalkeeper Chelsea had just signed from MLS side New England Revolution. Imagine that, a Premier League experienced keeper losing his spot to a newcomer from the American League. It summed up just how rough that first season was for Robert Sanchez. For many fans, that seemed like the end of the road. They assumed Chelsea would move on into summer, bringing in yet another goalkeeper to add to their ever-growing squad. But something was about to change. The turning point, what actually changed? The arrival of Enzo Maresca as Chelsea's head coach marked the beginning of Sanchez's transformation. Maresca, who had just led Leicester City to the championship title playing possession-based football, brought a different approach to goalkeeping coaching. Rather than just demanding that Sanchez play out from the back, Maresca's staff worked on the fundamentals. Body shape when receiving passes, scanning before the ball arrives, understanding when to go long versus when to play short. More importantly, Maresca showed faith in Sanchez when many expected him to be relegated to backup duty. That confidence from the coaching staff seemed to unlock something in the Spanish goalkeeper.
He started the season as the clear number one, and rather than crumbling under the pressure of his previous failures, he embraced the opportunity to rewrite his narrative at Chelsea. The technical improvements became obvious within the first few matches of the new season. Sanchez's footwork improved dramatically. He was now receiving passes on the half-turn, already knowing where his next pass would go. His kicking accuracy increased, allowing Chelsea to bypass the opposition's press more effectively. But perhaps most significantly, his shot-stopping returned to the level that had made him Brighton's first-choice goalkeeper in the first place. This season, Robert Sanchez has completely turned things around. Statistically, he was one of the goalkeepers with the highest number of saves in the Premier League last season, and that improvement has only continued into this campaign. He's now far more composed with the ball at his feet. The same goalkeeper who once panicked under pressure can now play confidently from the back, sometimes going 5 straight games without a single major error. That's something no one would have believed during his first chaotic season at Chelsea. His distribution statistics tell the story. His pass completion rate has improved by over 15% compared to last season, and his long balls are now finding teammates with remarkable accuracy. Of course, he's not perfect yet. There are still moments where he slips up, occasional misjudgments on crosses, or the rare poor clearance. But overall, his progress is undeniable. This season, he's been pulling off some unbelievable saves. Diving stops, point-blank reactions, last-second clearances, those "what the hell did I just watch" moments that leave fans stunned. One of his standout performances came in the Club World Cup, where Chelsea beat PSG 3-0. Sanchez was phenomenal that night, keeping a clean sheet and denying Achraf Hakimi, Ousmane Dembele, and Warren Zaire-Emery multiple times. It was a statement performance that reminded everyone just how good he's become. Against one of Europe's most potent attacks, he looked completely in control, commanding his area with authority and making difficult saves look routine. Aside from one game, the match against Manchester United, Sanchez has been nearly flawless. In that game, he made one reckless mistake, rushing out too early and fouling Bryan Mbeumo, who now plays for United. That foul earned him a red card in the 5th minute, forcing Chelsea to play 85 minutes with 10 men. Ironically, Mbeumo seems to be Sanchez's nightmare, the same player who embarrassed him against Brentford last season. It's almost as if that particular opponent gets inside his head, triggering the old, impulsive decision-making that characterized his difficult first season. And in Sanchez's absence, fans saw just how vital he's become. His deputy, Lucas Bergström Jorgensen, struggled badly against Manchester United and in the following cup matches. The difference between Sanchez and his backup was clear for everyone to see, a massive gap in quality. Suddenly, supporters who had called for his head 12 months ago were desperately waiting for his suspension to end. Right now, Robert Sanchez isn't just improving, he's becoming one of Chelsea's most reliable players. His transformation has been so complete that it's easy to forget just how bad things were at the beginning. Robert Sanchez, one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Right now,
Robert Sanchez is easily among the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Some might argue that players like David Raya are ahead of him, but let's be honest. Raya plays behind one of the strongest defensive partnerships we've seen in this era, William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes at Arsenal. They're shielded further by elite defenders like Declan Rice, White Ben, and Jurrien Timber. That's an incredible wall of protection. Arsenal's defensive structure means Raya faces fewer high-quality chances and can focus on the spectacular saves when called upon. Now compare that to Chelsea. Yes, Sanchez has quality players like Moises Caicedo, Marco Correa, and Reece James in front of him, but Chelsea's center-back situation has been inconsistent. Between Benoit Badiashile, Trevoh Chalobah, Tosin Adarabioyo, and Wesley Fofana, none have yet matched the chemistry or dominance of Saliba and Gabriel. Chelsea's defensive partnerships are still being figured out, which means Sanchez faces more dangerous situations and needs to be alert more frequently. So Sanchez doesn't enjoy the same level of protection, but he's still performing brilliantly. He's been one of the most active and reliable keepers in the league, making crucial stops game after game. His save percentage ranks among the top 5 in the Premier League, and he's particularly excellent at one-on-one situations, which occur more often given Chelsea's occasionally high defensive line. He's even contributed offensively, with 4 assists in 10 matches, showing how confident he's become when distributing the ball. These aren't just simple passes to defenders either. He's launching counterattacks with pinpoint long balls and finding midfielders between the lines with clever throws. And his recent performance against Tottenham was the perfect example. He commanded his box like a leader, claimed every cross, and even earned praise from both fans and rival supporters. In high-pressure North London derby atmosphere, with Spurs pushing for an equalizer, Sanchez looked completely unfazed, organizing his defense, timing his interventions perfectly, and showing the kind of maturity that seemed impossible just a year ago. Sanchez has become a complete modern goalkeeper, brave, agile, and fearless when coming off his line. His control of the penalty area is elite. He doesn't hesitate. He comes out with full confidence to clear danger before it turns into a threat. Those sprints off his line that once looked reckless now appear calculated and perfectly timed. At this point, there's no doubt. Robert Sanchez is one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League right now. His redemption story is one of the most remarkable transformations in recent Premier League history, a testament to perseverance, proper coaching, and the power of self-belief.